Hello and welcome. Today we're learning one of my favorite no comply tricks, and that is the impossible. Let's get straight to it. So if you don't know, no comply tricks are basically when you take one foot off, do the trick with the back foot, and then jump back on all in one motion. You aim to touch the front foot on the floor very briefly, maybe like half a second, and when that foot taps on the floor, the back foot is going to be doing all the work. In this case, it's an impossible, so it goes like that, and then you step back on. So the great thing about no complies is you can break them down into such incremental steps. Being a really low risk trick, you could literally do it in such incremental steps. You can take that foot off, spin that foot round, and then step back on. You've basically just done the entire trick. Now all you've got to do is speed everything up and get it together in one cohesive motion. The first order of business that we're going to do for that is practicing the impossible part of it. Now you can do this one just on one foot. The key to it is to have your toes hooked on the corner here. So where the concave is of the board, just south of that, you're gonna have your feet right there, and the toes are gonna be slightly over the edge. So the ball of the foot is gonna be on this area here. So basically, if you come a bit closer. So the ball of your foot is gonna be sitting around here, and your toes are gonna be hanging off. This is so the toes can almost grab the edge of the board and give it more of a grip to wrap round on. So if I give myself a bit more space over here, the motion for the foot is just push down and circle motion. Push down and circle motion, just like that. Practice it with one foot, toes just over the edge, ball of the foot on the tip. So to practice this one, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have our ball down, and to perfect that first motion, you're gonna want that on lock, so we're gonna keep doing that until a really nice fluid circle motion. You can feel the board wrap around your foot. That's how you know you've got it down. Now it's to move on to step two. All right, so part number two. What we're gonna do for this part is as we roll in, we're just gonna step off with that front foot and then aim to do this in the same 1 or 2 second time period, just like we did for step one. So the front foot comes off at the same time the back foot wraps around the board, just like this. Once you've got it on lock, it's gonna be nice and fluid. All right, so step number three is gonna be the last part of the trick. So obviously, the idea is to just tap that foot on the ground as you spin it round and then jump all in like 1 second. It's gonna be one of them things where you have to get all the steps down individually and then slowly add them together with more speed as you get better at them. But a great way to practice the impossible and actually meeting the board with both feet as it comes round is we're just gonna stand still and just do the same motion, just like that, but this time as the board comes around, we're going to aim to jump back onto it. This is the scariest part by far, so I'd recommend taking it onto the grass if you are feeling a bit sketched out by it, as if you land with your wheels on the grass, the board won't shoot out in any direction and won't cause you any unnecessary injuries. But for now, we're going to do it on concrete, and it's going to look just like this. It's common with impossibles to land with your feet further up the board because the back foot usually wraps around the middle. So don't be put off if your front foot lands close to the nose. It's fairly common with impossibles. So the final step is just adding all the pieces together in one fluid motion. Start off super slow, like I keep saying, step that front foot off, round, and then step on. Just like I said at the start, that is basically the entire trick. Just practice, practice, practice everything I've told you so far, and soon enough, you'll have a no comply impossible that looks something like this. One of my favorite no comply tricks. If this video has helped you, consider becoming a member. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.